Okay, I want to give you an example of um, a site that's on site SEO is well done. ReadyStore.com, I've used them for an example. They do a great job. Um, as I'm going through this will help you understand how you need to make sure your site is structured in a way so that you can have it structured in the most optimal way for the search engines. Okay, number one, notice up here in the corner I have my main title, all right, has the keywords I'm going after in the title. Okay. Next, I also have those keywords on the first page of my site in my main categories. So as you're setting up your blog, make sure that the main categories are named after the keywords you're going after. Okay. Generally speaking, Google's going to find that the most important things are on the home page of the site. All right, so they're going to be the most relevant things for your site. And as we get deeper into the site, we're going to get more granular into subjects. Okay, so for instance, I go to freeze-dried food storage here. If I click on that, notice I'm going to get more detail about freeze-dried food storage. But also, I have a categories page on the site here that's linking to every category, and it's also linking back to the home page. All right, so each category should link back to the home page, and it should link to the other categories that are relevant. All right, and the subcategories that are there. You kind of want to create a little funnel. So the home page is where the most general topics are, and as I go deeper into the site, I get more and more specific. All right. Then the other thing I want to make sure that I'm doing is that as it changed, you notice now I've got freeze-dried food up here and other keywords in my title. So every page is not going to have the same title. It's going to have what the specifics are of that page. All right. As I drill down deeper, I'm going to find more information. For instance, I've got freeze-dried food stores. Now I can even go more granular and go into Mountain House, and it's just going to bring up a category with Mountain House freeze-dried food in here. All right, or I can go to 1-year supplies and 1/6 supplies, etc. But notice that's about as deep as I go. I go 3 deep, and I can always go back. Notice I have my Mountain House, my brand, and freeze-dried food storage and home. In this case, I've gone 4 deep, but that brand is actually not. It's not a step really. It looks like it's a step, but I can go brand if I want to or not. Now the other thing I want you to notice is in the URL, the names of my pages even contain the keywords I'm going after. Okay, and the way you do that in your blog is you make the title of each blog post have the keyword you're going after. And then when you go back into your blog, and I'm just going to go back into my book summary in WordPress, I can choose how I want permalinks. I click on permalinks, and I can choose the structure of how pages are. In this case, I've chosen mybooksummary.com. It gives the day, and then it's also going to give the name. In this case, it just says sample post, but it's going to give the post name of the page that I want. Never have it be a link like this. Make sure that the keywords are even in the URLs you're trying to use. I'll go back to the Ready Store just to show you, like on MRE meals. One of the keywords they're going after is just MRE, so it's just simple for Google to find the readystore.com/MRE. Okay, this has been a real good overview of the basics of on-site SEO. But you can understand the basic principles are this. Number one, make sure that your keywords are in all the important places, including the title of each page that you want and on the page themselves. The other thing that I neglected to mention earlier is you'll see that MRE is also in a header tag here. It's in bigger words. It's in bold. If I want Google to think a specific word is important, I can put it in bold. I can also make it in a larger header tag, H1, H2 tags, and that's another thing that's important for on-site SEO. Once I have that in place, the other thing that I want to worry about is how it's structured, how my site is structured. I want to make sure that the most important things are on the home page, and I get more granular as I go in, and that every category links back to the home page. and I kind of have a real logical structure to my site. If I have a real logical structure to my site, Google is going to find every page of my site much more easy. Okay, so those are the basics of on-site SEO for your blog. There's a lot of tools already. We already in the last tutorial went through the all-in-one SEO pack, as well as the structure of how to change your permalink settings. Another thing that I wanted to go through as well is if I click on one of these under my settings right here under writing, one of the powerful things about a blog is that every time I write a post, I can tell the search engines that I just wrote something new. And we're going to have this list of ping sites to go. We're going to have them up on the blog. But you're going to want to make sure that you have every one of these ping sites up on in your writing section of your blog. The reason for that is every time you write, it will ping every one of these sites, and the search engines check them for new content. And that way your site's going to be indexed faster, and it's also going to be indexed more often by the search engines if you have that. So that's how to optimize your on-site. That is, I would say, about 20% of the battle when it comes to search engine optimization. What you're doing with on-site SEO is you're basically telling the search engines what your site is about and what pages on your site are important. The next part of this on the off-site SEO has to do with link popularity and getting links to your site, and that's where the majority of the SEO work happens. Once you have the on-site stuff put in place, the off-site is where you're going to spend most of your time. The off-site stuff will never end, just so you know. We'll be answering questions. We'll be giving you more tips as we go along in this section for on-site stuff. But for now, this is the basics. Feel free to ask any questions you have. Thank you.